On April 1st, 2009, the APL Dalian made history as the first vessel to unload its commercial cargo at the premier seaport in the Northern Gulf, the Khalifa bin Salman port in the Kingdom of Bahrain. From its striking contemporary architecture to the latest in Navis technology, the Khalifa bin Salman port is born from the technology of the 21st century and makes an unmistakable, lasting icon for Bahrain's historic and thriving maritime industry. The Khalifa bin Salman port will allow for Bahrain to be the focus for shipping and trade in the Northern Gulf and will create a powerful transshipment hub that will be a magnet for industries seeking to benefit from the huge markets to which Bahrain is a gateway. A powerful symbol of Bahrain's economic prosperity, the port is the latest bond in a long and ever-growing legacy between Bahrain and the sea. For thousands of years, Bahrain and its seaports have been linked together. When exploring the history of Bahrain's seaports, one must travel back 7,000 years to the dawn of civilization. Bahrain played a vital role in seafaring history from the earliest known records. What made Bahrain so rich is the unique combination of freshwater underground springs in the midst of salty seas surrounding the island. Bahrain literally means two seas. These two seas made Bahrain a fertile fishing village and a treasured oasis for the wary seafaring traveller. Merchant ships from faraway lands were warmly welcomed as the famed Arabian hospitality was practically born in Bahrain. Bahrain, then known as Dilmun, was strategically located in the middle of the primary trading route between Mesopotamia, or modern-day Iraq, and the Indus Valley, what is now Pakistan and West India. Bahrain was the center point of the most important trading route in the world. By 3200 BC, regular trading settlements appeared where merchants moored their ships, unloaded freight from their native countries, and loaded their holds with foreign goods and took on fresh supplies of food and water. In their trips, they depended on the Bahraini merchants for expertise and assistance. Copper, the world's most important commodity at the time, along with pearls, dates, and other goods were shipped from Sumeria to the Indus Valley in exchange for cotton, wheat, and other agricultural products. As Bahrain became an important destination with vibrant global trade activity, Bahrainis were at the forefront of cultural interaction, sharing their friendliness and hospitality. This created an openness and tolerance to other races, cultures, and beliefs, and Bahrain quickly adapted to people and marketplace changes. This period of rich prosperity lasted until the decline of the Indus Valley around 1000 BC. At the same time, kings from Arabia ruled Bahrain from Assyria to the north. The copper trade was replaced with a rich new incense trade. Camel caravans loaded the imports and spread the goods throughout Arabia, opening up another key trading route with Bahrain at its hub. For the next 2,000 years, Bahrain's dhows continued the rich trade between East India, China, and the West with frankincense, myrrh, and pearls. After incense, pearls became Bahrain's primary commodity. Over the next 2,000 years, Bahrain became the world's pearl trading center. Bahrain's pearls were internationally famous for their brilliance, clearness, and beauty as a result of the oyster beds located near the undersea freshwater springs. Pearling was vital to the economy, with the high point coming in the early 1900s. In 1905, there were nearly 20,000 pearl divers out of an estimated population of 99,000 in Bahrain. Nearly half the population was involved in the pearling industry in some fashion. For years, the method of pearling had remained unchanged. The divers and their apprentices worked, ate and slept on the open deck under the rule of the captain. The captain earned his position by his expertise at finding the best pearling banks, navigating only by the sun, stars, and his knowledge of Bahrain's waters. The divers were expected to submerge at least 8 times in 15 minutes before being allowed to rest. The best divers stayed underwater for 2 minutes, braving sharks, barracuda, and poisonous jellyfish. With the introduction of the cultured pearl, pearling began its decline in the 1930s. The pearling industry, once so vital to the economy of Bahrain, slowly but surely disappeared. Oil was soon discovered in 1932 as an alternate source of income for Bahrain. As the first country in the Gulf to discover oil, Bahrain once again became the focus of the world, and oil another prime export for Bahrain's seaports. Many pearl divers left their boats for the more lucrative field of oil. On the back of the discovery of oil, Bahrain's economy quickly boomed. Expansion of its ports was a necessity to facilitate Bahrain's rapid economic growth. The Mina Salman port was opened in 1956, with a major expansion in 1962. This was necessary to export the oil and to handle the increased imports as Bahrain modernized and developed. Mina Salman was Bahrain's first deep-water wharf, allowing large vessels to discharge their cargo directly into the port warehouses. Mina Salman solidified Bahrain's presence in the modern era as being a major shipping port in the Gulf and would serve as the country's principal port for the next 50 years. In the 1970s, Bahrain's financial growth was helped by a steady income stream established through imports and exports. The Mina Salman port helped facilitate the tremendous growth in Bahrain. With the robust progress Bahrain was experiencing in the 1970s, Mina Salman was expected to handle 2 million tons of imported cargo, being originally designed to handle only 1/8 of that. The increase over such a short period caused considerable ship and cargo congestion, and to accommodate its own rapid prosperity, changes were needed. In the late 1990s, the Bahrain government devised a visionary $650 million port development program that called for the construction of a modern port capable of employing the largest cargo handling techniques. The result of that vision was the new Khalifa bin Salman port at Hid. As the size of the vessels have increased, so too has the need for easily accessed deep-water facilities. The new Khalifa bin Salman port is 4 times larger than the port at Mina Salman. It allows unrestricted access direct from deep water, giving it the capacity to accommodate the largest containers in the world. The port can process 10,000 containers at a time, putting it in the top bracket of regional ports. This massive complex was built ahead of schedule, reflecting the prudent planning of the Ministry of Works and the General Organization of Seaports. Following Bahrain's visionary port privatization program, the port's operations are under the management of APM terminals and are regulated by the General Organization of Seaports. Focused on positioning Bahrain as a maritime industry leader, the GOP strives to continue the cherished legacy which Bahrain has with the sea. Khalifa bin Salman Port is one of the most modern ports in the Gulf and will be able to handle container vessels with an efficiency matching the most productive ports in the world. As this rising icon of Bahrain's rich maritime history takes its rightful position on Bahrain's landscape, we celebrate the past and look forward to the future. The launch of the Khalifa bin Salman port is a further step in the growth not only for the maritime industry, but for the development of the economy of the nation. The kingdom's future through the Khalifa bin Salman port ensures that the past success will flourish into the 21st century and beyond. The legacy from the dawn of time into Bahrain's future lies through its ports to the sea.